All right. So, I had an idea today because I spent a lot of my life hating myself, looking at everything I'm not doing, being disappointed and angry and frustrated and beating myself up. I um I fluctuate a lot. I might have a really good day and then might have a really bad day, and good and bad are arbitrary terms, they're relative, so I really shouldn't, not that I shouldn't. I'm really not committed to labeling my life like that. So what I'll say is maybe I'll get things done one day and another day I'll not get things done, even though I really want to get things done. And I think that's really the difference here is like I might want it, but I don't do it. So how can I do more of what I want? On Monday, had I was hanging out with some friends for their birthday, and there were points where I was on my computer getting things done, mainly also because I had a lot of social anxiety and I just didn't want to so, it having something to do made it a lot easier to talk to people, I guess. But also, I wanted to get some things done, and there were some certain job listings I saw, so I was applying to those. And I went home and I let that momentum continue, and I applied to those jobs. I spent that whole day working on my resume, optimizing it, cleaning up my LinkedIn, doing a lot of things I haven't done in a long time. Now, that was awesome. And then I said, that was good. I'm going to play video games now because I deserve to. And, you know, that's fine. But I also played a game I don't really genuinely enjoy. It's just more of like to scratch this competitive itch. It's one of those run and gun games that's like, and I always feel like garbage after those games. I mean, I usually feel like garbage after a lot of games, especially after an excessive amount of gaming time, which I'm trying to figure out. But also, like, I just don't like that kind of game. So why am I playing it? I woke up the next day and I went straight to gaming, and I spent my whole day playing video games and watching YouTube videos. And I didn't eat, I didn't exercise, I didn't drink enough water, I had a headache, I was staring at a screen all day, and it was like, man, this sucks. I'm gonna do different tomorrow. So I've done different today. I woke up, I ran a mile, I took a decently cold shower, I brushed my teeth, I made a smoothie, I put on some clothing that makes me feel more productive, I guess, more focused instead of my like lazy casual clothing. I put my desk in stand up mode, and I wanted a journal about that. I wanted a journal about the things that I did. And I thought, well, what if I had a journal dedicated to like the things that I did each day? And then it was like, well, that could be great, but also like it really sucks if I looked at that as like a streak. You know, I respect addiction approaches and different ways of trying to help that. One that never really worked for me was like the cold turkey streak kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm 100 and blank days sober, 2 years sober. I don't think that's a good way of looking at it because it's still putting your past in the future. Like you now is determined by your past um, streak and your momentum, which is great. But as soon as you falter, you crash. People that usually, you know, are on those things, once they crash it's all downhill because now they had 2 years of sobriety, and all of a sudden they're now here at the bottom of this pit and they have to start all over. Can you imagine? I could never do that. I I would get too focused on the fact that I'm starting over, and it sucked. And I would say like the reason I would get too focused on that is because I gave so much power to the fact that I was so far out. And so I don't want that to be this. I want this momentum journal to just be something that's fresh each day, but also like I have a track record, but it's not like a track record of like this is how many days I've done this in a row. It's just a track record of like, look at all these things I've done. Huh, I could do that today. I could do more today. I could do whatever I want today. I could even do nothing today if I wanted to. Um, Really, I want to start these journals with like I'm proud of myself in every journal, like every day or whatever day, right? Doesn't have to be every day, but every time I write, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for blank, 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 right? All these things. Um, and it could be something I've done today, or it could be something I've done in the past. But really, I wanna, because right now I'm noticing like I started the day with a run, and then I moved into a cold shower. I also didn't listen to music while doing that. Kudos to me, because I usually always need music to get myself hyped to do something. But I left my earbuds at a friend's house and I haven't gotten them, so I had no music. I ran without music. I went in the shower, cold showered without music. I took care of myself this morning. I'm taking care of myself now. Here's my smoothie. These things feel good, and it's easier for me to do another thing when I have that momentum compared to if I woke up, I rolled out of bed, I didn't run, I didn't shower, I didn't make food. I sat on this. I mean, granted, it's a really nice gaming chair. I sat on this really nice gaming chair and I opened a game. That is framing my whole day. There's a book called Make Your Bed. I I'm gonna get the author wrong. It's not Dale Carnegie. I don't know why. It's by William H. McRaven. Who the hell is Dale Carnegie? Oh, he wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. Okay, and The Art of Public Speaking and The Leader in You. Okay, that makes sense. Um, but Make Your Bed was a very simple, quick read. It was just like 6 or 7 stories from being in I'm pretty sure it was the Marines or the Navy. I don't know. But the premise of the book is like, start your day with a win. Start your day with doing something hard. Start your day with doing something you don't have to do. Start your day with doing something where you're very particular about doing it perfectly and right. Like make your bed, but don't just make your bed. Make your bed well. And I'm looking at my bed right now. It's not made. I should probably go do that. Can you see that? Oh, you can't. Because I have 2 monitors. I gotta rotate both of them. My bed's not made. But, I'm gonna do that right now. I'll do it right now. Right now. I mentioned earlier when I started the video that I've spent a lot of my life being hard on myself and hating myself. And I also don't want this to be a thing where it's like, and anything can be an opportunity when you're in that headspace, but what I could see happening is like, oh, you did so good these other days, so you're failing today, blah blah blah. It's not about that. It's about like, hey, remember what you're capable of. Right? If I want to be kind to myself but also push myself, it's like you are so much more, you are so capable of so much more. There is beyond what you see right now. There's so much available to you. And I know these things because there's moments where I have excelled. One of my biggest, proudest moments um, was when I had to take on a shit show project, a dumpster fire, as my company called it, that I was working for. My manager, who was on that project for a month, quit. Um, Took a mental health break because they just couldn't handle it. And my other managers came to me. They're like, we need someone to lead this. And I was like, all right, let's do it. I was terrified. I was scared. I had 4 weeks to get hit with a fire hose of information to then be flown out to Virginia to interview over 100 stakeholders and users, CEOs of a company, of a nuclear consultant company that was one of the top providers of nuclear consulting in the United States. They had contracts with the government for nuclear energy. These were people who were big deals, and I was terrified. Not only that, I had to act like I knew what I was talking about, and I also had to perform a role that I had never done before. On top of that, I had to train other people to do what I was learning how to do that I didn't know how to do, which I had never done before. I did it scared, I did it terrified. I would do a lot of things differently now that I know, but at the end of the day, I did it. And I turned that project around in 3 months, provided more value than the project had had in the last 18. The client was happy and gave me 3 more months to finish. That was amazing. And, on one side, I could look at that and be like, oh, you've gotten worse. Oh, you're failing now. Oh, you've lost your potential. You've whatever. Or I could look at it like, hey, this is what you're capable of. So why not believe in yourself? See what's possible when you believe in yourself. Look at the momentum that you've built. And so I just want to build momentum each day. I want the journal to just be like a dedicated space of like, hey, I got these things done. Let's keep going. And sometimes getting something done could even be relaxing. I have a lot of trouble relaxing. If I'm not with someone, like, I have a lot of trouble just, as people would say, screwing off, wasting time. I have a lot of trouble hanging out with people because I'm always wanting to move in a direction, and I get frustrated if we're not being productive. I get even more frustrated if I perceive the person to generally not be a productive person, or especially if they want to pull me from being productive. That like changes a lot. But rest is important. Relaxation is very important. Just being in the moment is also very important. I know this in my core, and I want to make space for both, right? Too much of anything can be bad. Too much productivity of doing things leads to burnout and leads to isolation. Too much relaxation leads to stagnation. And I don't want that. I want a good, balanced life. So, this is the start of a momentum journal. And I'll probably include this on my Live Life No Regrets um, thing that I want to do, because this is part of living life with no regrets. It is doing hard things, and that's the whole point of it, right? So this is going to be one of those hard things that I'm going to do. I didn't plan to record this video. It was just like, oh, here's an idea, let's make it happen. And I honestly haven't started the channel. I think I did for a moment, and I made 2 videos on TikTok, but that was more for a different concept, right? This is really could be the start. I'm not going to say it is because I haven't posted the video, but it could be the start of something great, something exciting. I am jobless right now. I have no routine. I have no external force pushing me to push myself, right? And there's a little bit of good and, usefulness in that, and also lack of usefulness. Like, in one way, I don't want to depend on the external force to push me, but at the same time, it does help. It makes a difference being around other people that are motivated and are pushing themselves. Being at a job where I have to push myself in order to operate or perform at least decently well. So, but at the end of the day, right, if I don't have that, I don't want to rely on that. Maybe I could try to use it. Maybe I could try to. I thought today, like, what if I downloaded Snapchat again? Because I haven't had it in forever, because again, I waste time on it. Oh my God, I'm not about to go on a tangent. Quick tangent. Snapchat is such a waste of time. People send pictures of each other to each other and call that connection. People send pictures of each other to each other and call that a conversation. People are obsessed over their freaking streaks. What a shallow bullshit way of connecting with people that you don't even see. Like, I just, modern expectations of socialization are so ridiculous. Like, we are so connected now, but we are more disconnected than ever. We don't have these real in-depth in-person conversations. The value of our time together is like wasted now. I miss the times before the internet when people, well, not before the internet because I didn't exist before that, all right, but I miss the times before like all this social media blew up and all of a sudden this is how we connect, and we're expected to reply within minutes and give all of our time to these apps, these addictions, these cravings. I hate it. I wish we had the expectations we used to have. Like, if you move away, you're not seeing me, we're not talking. Write a letter to me, we'll probably reply in like 3 months, if even that. There was so much less pressure to perform and be a certain way and always be readily available and have no fucking attention span and never be present. Nothing pisses me off more when I am sitting with someone, hanging out with them, talking to them, and they are on their fucking phone. Wow, now I'm cursing. On their phone, replying to people, responding like, be with me. I'm not on my phone. Why? Because I value this time with you. People that do that, right. Snapchat. I thought of re-downloading Snapchat so I could post a video on my story and say, hey, I'm looking for study buddies. I'm looking for people to be productive with. I'm looking for people to get things done with. We don't have to be doing the same thing. We just have to be doing something that's hard and is something that we need to do. We could be sitting in each other's presence at a coffee shop and not say a single fucking word. Just knowing that we're doing this together, like, would help a ton. Not just for me, but for you maybe. And, right, like, it's okay to be around people. I just don't want to depend on that at the same time, so it's kind of a balance. But anyways, I've talked quite a bit. I'm not gonna necessarily make a commitment to post a video every single day or journal in this every single day. This is just something available to me, and if I really want it, I'll use it, and if I really don't, then I won't. Um, but I want to live a life where I'm moving, I'm going, things are getting done, things are happening. I can sleep with myself at night knowing that I like pushed myself. I really struggle to sleep at night knowing that I settled for less. Whether that's in a relationship, a friendship, a job situation, a direction in life, a day that I spent endlessly absorbing YouTube videos that got me nowhere. So, anywho, I'm excited to see where this goes. And I'm not going to celebrate yet because I have not posted this video, and this recording means absolutely nothing until then. Well, I mean, I benefit from it, but in terms of like my goals and what I want to do and the level I've set for myself, this is this is a start, but it's not the start that I want. So again, momentum. This is the momentum. And so after this video, I'm gonna open this journal that I've made on Notion. You can't see it because it's on my screen, but and just type in the things I did today. I'm proud of myself today. Here's some things I got done today, and we're still going. We're still going. Keep going. Keep moving forward, as the robots would say. Alrighty, we're done. I'm done talking. I love talking about these things. All right, all right, all right, all right. Where's the button? There's the button. Okay, we're done. We're done now.